Hey yo, what's going on everybody? Hope you're having a good evening so far. We're back with Cyberpunk again.
Hey everyone, welcome to Info Flash. Say, did y'all lose power yesterday too? Yeah, when the lights went out, there I was cooking dinner. Oh well, if we're getting specific, I was nuking a half-eaten burrito I found wedged in my couch cushions. Yeah, I know I shouldn't have.
So, yeah, yesterday I just completed a couple side missions on this game. Yeah, still trying to get my body stat here up to 15 so I can continue with this main mission here. But yeah, as of right now, I cannot make any progress on that until I get that stat up high enough. I think I'm kind of out of side missions to do at the moment here. Yeah. I don't know. I wonder, should I try and do like some more of these fights now? I guess I could try them again. It has been a while since... Alright, let's just try them again. See how it goes. Okay. So we need to go here. Okay. Oh yeah. I forgot it's like right there. Alright. Can I mean, I don't know, there's not even a... Okay, you know what? Fuck it. Alright. Bro, like, where are all these people even, like, going to? I mean, we literally got, like, twins.
How are you gonna explain it to her?
That is better for them than otherwise.
Okay, yeah, I think I kind of remember this. Oh, I totally forgot about the betting shit. Okay, hold on. How much money do I have? Okay. Yeah, I'm trying to remember what I think the 20,000 was like the most expensive one. So let me try a different one here.
Are we not allowed to go there? I mean, for real.
Little fucking kid just walking by herself. Hmm. Walk. Yes. Okay. So yeah. Now let's go here, I guess. Yeah, 20,000's a lot of money to bet. I mean, you know.
Hey, no pushing. There's enough for everyone. Go there if dreams and your friends are free.
Hui! Alright, so what was the bet for this one? Let's find out here. Okay, 6,000. Okay, that's not too bad. I guess we'll do this.
Okay, whatever it takes to shut your mouth.
Down to biz, huh? Ain't the only way you're going down. You ready? Not too scared, are you, Buttercup?
I look forward to it.
Like that. You like getting your ass beat, huh? like I thought. Took you for a marshmallow.
What?
Let me know if you want a rematch. You make a great punching bag.
You can't be serious right now. Okay. Whatever.
Organic food continues to be a major cause of illness. Do not eat from unlabeled canned.
Oh gosh, where was the fast travel thing? I don't even remember now. It was like way over here. Oh. Wait. Wait, what? Oh. Okay. Whatever. Uh-oh.
Let's get to it.
Good luck! You'll need it.
Bro, I don't understand how I'm like 5 meters away and it still hits me.
I won! I won! I won!
Yeah, I noticed.
Seeing as we're already warmed up, you want a rematch?
Bro, these fights are just like fucking ridiculous, dude.
Let's get to it.
Good luck! You'll need it. I won! I won! I won!
Yeah, I noticed.
Seeing as we're already warmed up, you want a rematch?
Okay, whatever. fuck, now I can't remember. What did I need for this? Yeah, whatever it was, I don't think I have it. Gig, race to the top, enter the Kendachi. Wait, what was the deal with this again? Okay, let's try this, because I don't remember exactly what I need to do here. That's okay, I'll just call my Porsche. U-turn. Okay, wait, are we on the right radio station? Okay, yes, we are. No, wait, I'm supposed to go in the middle. Okay. Yeah, the roads in Night City are kind of weird in some places. Wait, so I'm supposed to like sneak into this place somehow? Okay, dude. He totally walked right into my car there. That was absolutely not my fault there. Okay, I think I kind of remember this. Well, let's just walk around and just see if there's maybe another way to get in somewhere. Pan Am. Right views. People. What do we need? 12 tech ability. Nice. Figures. Yeah, this, I remember this now. This was just where you have to like do some ridiculous stealth shit. Oh, now he fucking leaves. Yeah, see, I have no idea, like, what you're supposed to do here. Because, like... This thing? Yeah, see that guy right there can see you. Yeah, this just doesn't make any sense, bro.
Huh?
Give up! You got nowhere to run! What?
I don't know, maybe there's some way around here. Oh shit, there's a guy right there. Oh fuck.
You're only making it worse for yourself.
Commencing neutralizing threat. Pacifying. Pacifying. Surround the target.
Yeah, never mind. That shit's like literally fucking impossible. Ugh. I mean, okay. So there's gotta be like another gig or something that doesn't have like a huge like stat requirement or something to be able to do it. So what the hell is going on here? Play brain dance? Oh, okay, it's what it is.
Huh, interesting.
Okay, it's just a random brain dance. We don't know what the hell. Okay, the hell? Oh. Oh, it's like an anime.
Man, thought you'd be off the clock by 5. They keep you on call? Shit luck.
Cap said I could leave my gun and badge if I went home to listen to my old lady go on and on about her online shopping or whatever the hell she did all day.
It's what you get for choosing the life of a public servant.
Just had to fucking rain.
Huh? What the hell you doing? Back it up! Looking to get shot? Got us a cyber psycho! Raise max pack now! Fry system best.
Freak sporting military grade ice.
Meaning that our tech isn't? Get to it!
Damn, how long is this? A cautionary tale.
What in the fuck?
Text Reyes and ask about. Okay. Max Cyber. You find Wait a day. Okay, whatever. What else? So we can go over here. What is this? Tier 3 components.
See you around. And tell your sister I said hi.
Of course. If I ever see her again. New job's been tough on her lately.
Okay, I really.
Dude, I don't know what the hell any of this shit is.
Need a little pick-me-up. You got Chromanticore?
Chromanticore.
The hell you want the swill for, boss? Heard some batches even glow in the dark. Why drink poison when you can drink Spunky Monkey? Way better than.
You freeze up a lot?
1 second, boss. Brad? Hey, Brad! Listen, boss, you help me out? Kids on the block been up my ass lately, and you seem real tough.
Might as well, since I'm here. Lead the way.
Thanks, boss. All right, follow me. You lost your minds? Get your grubby paws off my bike!
You think we're playing around? This is a small price to pay for fucking treason.
You still can't let go of that? Shana made a choice. You should be proud of her.
Proud? That bitch sold out to a fucking corp! Now it's time for payback. Fuck you want? This ain't none of your biz. You another corporal rat?
Relax. Don't got any beef with you. For now. What happened?
New pal here talked his sister into taking a job at Zetatech. Bitch just leaves and doesn't even say bye. We've been running these streets ever since we were kids. Hacking street vending machines, fucking up corpos. It's what we live for. And what? Now she's too good for us? Double-crossing cunt!
You listen to yourselves? And how's stealing from poor folk like me gonna make things better? Shana's a grown-ass woman now. You should follow her example.
You getting back a corpse by stealing from a street vendor? Says a lot about you. Now back the fuck away from him.
Or you'll do what?
I could break your jaw, fracture your skull, shoot you. The possibilities are endless.
You care so much about a rat fucking traitor, and you can die together. Yo, Brad, ain't that... Yo, that's the dude everyone been talking about. When they came back from the dead. You know how many gonks he's offed already? And I ain't even talking solo. Shit, he following us?
Have they lost their damn minds? Thanks, boss. That ought to teach him.
Now that that's over, you okay?
Who, me? Couldn't be better. All talk and no action. Maybe they should go get a job. Fucking parasites. Well, at least Shana can focus on her job now. No one in the family ever got as high up as her. Anyway, stop by whenever you're around. I throw in a nice discount for you.
Will do, boss. Thanks.
Okay, street cred went up. Nothing going here. Okay. I guess we'll just see what this is. Wait, what? Oh, I gotta go down, apparently.
We have a gig. You need to retrieve a car. At the moment, a 6-3 car. See the attachment for more on the wheels. And its owner.
Bro. Or no. That requires 16 fucking strength. So I gotta go up, okay. How do I get in here?
Not to get mad. Real mad.
Grabbing a shotgun.
We have a key. You need to retrieve a car. At the moment, a 6-3 car. See the attachment for more on the wheels. And its owner.
He said this baby's untraceable. The whole thing was basically swapped out, part for part.
Well, I didn't do anything.
Oh, day's nothing but shit. Nailed it!
I might as well just like walk right up to that area and just shoot that person immediately. Ridiculous.
We have a key. You need to retrieve a car. At the moment, a 6-3 car. See the attachment for more on the wheels. And its owner.
He said this baby's untraceable. The whole thing was basically swapped out, part for part.
He's wounded!
Hit the kill!
The hell?
Grabbing a shotgun!
Bro.
We have a key. You need to retrieve a car. At the moment, a 6-3 car. See the attachment for more on the wheels. And its owner.
go up. Wait, Jake's this? Oh. Hold on, I'm confused. What do they want me? Where do they want me to go here? Yeah, this is confusing. So I just pull into here, I guess.
You really saved my ass. Can't thank you enough.
Wouldn't stick around too long if I were you. 6th Street are gonna be searching high and low for this beauty.
I'm leaving town today. It's like Uncle Estevez always said. If you gotta choose between your ride and saving someone else's ass, always choose the ride. At least you know that a ride's never gonna betray you. People, on the other hand.
Excellent. The car has reached its owner. Now the money will reach you. Good deeds are always repaid in kind. Closing the contract. Until next time.
Sweet. Alright, just one more level and we'll be ready to do this mission right here. But I think right now I'm just gonna go switch to Chaos Child. Okay. God damn it. You stop doing that, please. Okay. So, yeah, last time, on Chaos Child, Ito was I think he was doing some of his duties for the newspaper club. He was taking pictures of I think the cafeteria, but he decided to quit early because the whole deal with Takuru was weighing on his mind. with him being held by the police because of his appearance at the crime scene. Yeah, he has not, at least as far as we know, he hasn't been released by the police yet. So he went to the club room and talked with Kurusu a bit about it. I think we just left off somewhere in the middle of that. Oh wait, no, so I think we're actually getting a flashback now, because Kurusu, I think she was still talking to Ito here. We're getting now a flashback of, I guess, her kind of how she first got to know Takuru. So Kurusu and Miyashiro were both what people called earthquake orphans. They'd both been in 6th grade when they'd lost their parents to the earthquake. Since they had no relatives to take them in, they'd been sent to the same group home, the localized small-scale children's welfare facilities Alba Dormitory. Dude, that is a really weird name for an orphanage. What the fuck? A max capacity of 6 children? I guess that would be considered small scale. Kids like them weren't common in Shibuya these days, but they weren't exactly rare either. Miyashiro had been so badly injured during the earthquake that he'd been put into a coma. He was still in that coma when he arrived at the dorms. The head of the dorm was also the head doctor at the Alba clinic downstairs, and so for a while that was where he was kept. Kurusu had taken care of literally all his needs. There were 4 kids at the facility. Kurusu and Miyashiro were the oldest. Since her birthday was earlier than his, she dubbed herself the oldest of 4 siblings and volunteered to take care of the other 3. Even back then, Miyashiro had a habit of being curious and getting into trouble.
だいたい天の弱だしね。みんなとは違うってよく言ってるでしょ。そんなことはないのに。
She spoke like a parent worried for her child's future.
でも結局あの子は。
お疲れ様。おや、クルス君も来てたのか。
先生、連絡があったんですか？
The club advisor, Wakui, was quite relaxed as he came into the room. Kurusu quickly stood up and rushed over to him. He nodded and motioned for her to calm down.
ついさっきね。
大丈夫そうでしたか？
それはもちろん。ほら、伊藤君、すぐに体育館に行きなさい。
体育館？なんで？
軽音部が今からリハーサルをするって。いい文化祭の記録になるんじゃないかな。
Kurusu's expression froze, and suddenly it changed.
涌井先生？連絡ってそれですか？
ん？そうだよ。ってなんだいクルス君、機嫌がいいね。
あら、先生には機嫌がいいように見えますか？
行ってくる。先生も行こう。ちょっと。
Sensing a gathering storm of violence, Ito pushed Wakui out the door. Kazuki had looked up, but now she slammed her head back on the desk. Now that she was all alone, Kurisu took out her phone and checked it. There was no message, of course. She sighed and looked at the board. Shit, he should have just let her do whatever the fuck she was gonna do. Yeah, let her let her get all pissy with a teacher and fucking get expelled from the damn school. Like, bro. That incident yesterday at the Love Hotel, whether it was murder or suicide, from the way Miyashiro and Onoe had looked when they'd been taken by the police, something had happened. Miyashiro had said it had something to do with the incident 6 years ago. Now that it had happened 3 times, there was no ignoring it. No, it was too dangerous. She couldn't let him get more involved in this. She thought back to Ito's question about why Miyashiro was so interested in this case. Kazuki was still lying with her head on the desk. When she turned her head to the side, for some reason, she looked like she was enjoying herself. When Kurisu saw that, she suddenly lost her desire to drink the coffee. Apologizing in her mind to Kazuki, she decided to pour it out at the water fountain. She headed to the upstairs water fountain, which was usually less crowded. She found herself looking down at the gaps between the tiles as the sound of her footsteps rang in her ears. She could tell that she was walking slower than usual. Essentially, Kurisu was lonely. She remembered what she'd said to Miyashiro when he woke up in the clinic.
クルスママ、名前で呼んで。家族なのに名字で呼び合うのはおかしいでしょ。
In the end, he...
あの子は特別が気取りたいだけなんだから。
She knew why, she supposed. The event that had caused him to leave the dorm was still bothering him. November 7th, 2009. So this is a flashback. I wanted water. I could still feel the sensation of the dead woman I'd touched when I'd fallen on my hands, and I wanted to wash it off. I wanted to wash my face, too. The wind from the flames had blown something small into my eye, and it itched badly. I was thirsty, too. Serika was on my back and showed no signs of waking up. My legs were at their limit, so I forced my way through the crowd and sat down on a tire that had rolled nearby. It smelled like burning rubber. I didn't have the energy to apologize to the people I ran into, and they didn't have the energy left to complain. I slowly brought Serika to rest on my knees and looked around. I saw an orange light. The light of the fires reflected off of many things. It was pretty, I thought, before I realized how inappropriate that was. For some reason, I started to count the bodies on the ground, not knowing if they were alive or dead. But in less than 5 seconds, I'd gotten way over 10 and realized how futile it was. I'd stopped. Shibuya Station was utterly destroyed. The 107, only a few minutes away by foot, was ruined as well. 5 whole hours after the earthquake, the chaos had only increased. There were fewer people out walking, but I wasn't sure if that was because they'd reached safety or simply collapsed from exhaustion. I saw someone carrying his own severed arm in a convenience store bag. I saw people ignore a barefoot woman as she cradled a baby whose head was smashed in. Someone had outright given up on sanity and were flinging things into the fire. A group of middle-aged salarymen were dragging a young girl into the darkness. A young man went to join them. There was no other way to describe it. This was hell. Serika moaned a little in my lap. I slapped her cheeks to wake her up.
Onoe! Onoe!
Her face distorted in agony. It was okay. She was breathing. She was okay.
これから代々木に向かうから。ほら、あの大きい総合病院。覚えてるだろう。昔冒険しに忍び込んだあそこだよ。
Instead of answering, she just moved her eyebrows a little. I swore and lifted her up on my back again. She didn't seem to be that badly hurt, but this kept happening. I read on Twitter that the general hospital in front of Yoyogi Station was accepting patients injured in the earthquake. I didn't know that it was true, but I had no choice but to go. It had to be better than the hell that was Shibuya.
死ぬなよ。
I yelled, unsure if Serika could even hear me, and started walking. I just needed to get to the hospital. I leapt up. I quickly glanced to the left and right as I tried to calm my racing heart. I saw that I was in my own bed. I felt exhausted. I also felt really thirsty. Maybe it was because I'd had the dream again. I searched around until I found the bottle of water by my bedside, took a gulp, and then grabbed the phone off my bed to check the time.
0時17分。もう日付変わってるのか。
It was around noon when the police had let me go from Shibuya Station with a warning. I'd gone home and gone straight to bed, so I would have been out for more than 12 hours. This was no good. Maybe I'd slept too long, or maybe I hadn't slept enough because my head felt like it was filled with lead.
いや、違うか。
I put my hands up to the thin light that was coming through the window and checked their color. They were the same as always. There was no blood on them. I felt a little like throwing up. I hoped another drink of water would help, but it didn't. I thought for a moment and then decided to turn on the room lights. I turned on the laptop. I ran a search for urge to vomit lessen foods, drinks. The internet gave me page after page of results. I checked a bunch of pages, just like you're supposed to when you're looking something up.
生姜か。ならゲンさんからもらった葛根湯があるか。
I looked under the sink until I found the Kakanto powder, then poured it into a cup and added some hot water from the electric kettle. It had a strange smell, unlike anything I was used to. I took a sip. I could tell that my hands were shaking a little as I held the cup. God damn it all. It wasn't the first time I'd seen a body. I checked the phone again and saw that there were several messages from Serika and Kurusu. I went to answer, but stopped. They were probably still up, but I didn't feel like talking to anyone. It felt like the air I'd breathed in at the Love Hotel yesterday was still deep inside me, along with the cheerful melody of the music box and the red that covered my vision. I felt something strange on my cheek and put a hand up to feel it. It was a bandage. I'd gone to some kind of clinic at the police station where they'd put it on. They told me I must have hit my face hard on the floor when I'd passed out. I was unlucky enough to scrape my cheek against a piece of the shattered glass. Thankfully, it wasn't a big wound. It barely hurt at all. But it itched like hell. And each time it itched, the shock I'd felt came rushing back and quickened my pulse. The danger was long gone, but I still couldn't forget the terror. Had I almost been caught up in something horrible? No. I was fine. I was fine, right? I wasn't like everyone else. I wasn't an amateur. I'd gone through that hell I'd just dreamed about and survived. Maybe having that nightmare again was good for me. I managed to force down the urge to vomit, then clicked away at the computer. I opened my computer's TV program, changed the channel to a news program, and watched it on my monitor. A few months ago, I'd bought a USB TV tuner off of a homeless guy who had no idea what it was worth. All it cost me was dinner at a local restaurant. Just like I thought, there was an article about the event 2 days ago. All they said was that a man's body was found in a Dogenzaka love hotel. They didn't say whether it was suicide, murder, or just an accident. There was nothing about the girl who'd been found at the scene, or about me and Serika. I see.
やっぱりこんなもんなのか。
I'd never experienced for myself the gap between what happened at a crime scene and what was reported on TV, but it didn't really surprise me. These days, the internet was a lot faster at reporting things than TV. To people who followed the news online, TV wasn't a place to learn new things. It was where you went to see if something you'd heard about was so important that it was getting TV coverage.
ネットの大衆はどうだ?
I closed the TV program and opened a browser. Nikonia News had something on it too. I clicked on the uploaded video.
渋谷でまた事件です。最近の渋谷では今回の件と合わせて3つの物騒な事件が発生しているんですが。
Just like always, it was Watabe, the attention-seeking internet reporter. He was famous for charging into crime scenes to get scoops. Lately, he seemed to be getting a little too cocky. He explained what had gone on at the Love Hotel as the video showed pictures that he had probably taken himself.
いずれにせよ、警察は何か隠していると思います。ただ変死体を発見したとしか発表がなされていませんが、それにしては。
And then, like always, he started to mix in his own subjective opinions with the news. He was right, the police were hiding something, but there was little point in listening to the rest of this. Vague information would just get in the way.
大衆もこんなもんか。
I mostly ignored Watabe's voice as I looked at the video on the screen. He must have gotten it by charging into the hotel room.
何だったんだあれは。
I thought back to what had happened. A man was strangled to death in his room. There was an unconscious girl and a police officer there as well. The girl was the most obvious suspect. Even if she chose a strange way to do it, she still must have killed him, right? No, if she had definitely killed him, then they would have announced that. She was arrested just like I was. Over 30 hours had passed. Even if they'd found out she was innocent, they should have announced that. The police believe that the girl with him may know something and are proceeding with their investigation. Like that. Did the police think that she didn't do it? Then what was she doing in that room? And even if the police had told me during the interrogation that I'd imagined it, I knew what I'd heard. Someone else had visited that room and knocked on the door. The sound was eerie and always had the same rhythm. I felt a cold chill and idly turned toward the door. Delusion selection. Alright, I think I'm just gonna go neutral this time. My room was the same as always. There was no sign of anyone approaching it. I listened carefully to see if I could hear anything outside. Nothing.
だよな。気にしすぎだ。
That's right. Crap. It was a new day.
ネットの知識者はどうだ?
I quickly opened another site. Shibuya News. This was the private news site I trusted the most. It was always updated at midnight every day. The quality of the news and the reliability of its updates made it far more useful than TV or the mass market sites. Online news was faster than TV, but of course, some sites were better than others. There was no end to the number of wrong-siders who would treat the net as a single entity that was the opposite of TV. The TV says one thing, but the internet says something different, they'd say. If you asked me, they were utter morons. These days, even a lot of the larger sites online aimed for the same mass market the TV news did. It was critical that you find out for yourself which sites could really be trusted. Just like the name implied, Shibuya News dealt with the goings-on around Shibuya. It was similar enough to our newspaper club that everyone in the club knew about the site and used it regularly. Its owner, Kay, was, how to say this, very skilled at getting and sharing information and seeing its effects. She carefully calculated when to send and when to receive information. A lot of child and grandchild sites used Shibuya News as their parent site. Most of them were privately run news sites as well. As a result, a huge number of people saw the information that K spread. To put it more unkindly, K was manipulating them. Anytime K wrote about a popular shop among high school students in Shibuya, or a free smartphone app, I would hear people at school talking about it within a few days. Take, for example, the Twitter user that most of Hekiho Academy followed, Hekiho Bot. It described itself as a bot by Hekiho students for Hekiho students, but from the number of times it would show up on Shibuya News, my guess was that it was actually run by K. K was one of the few people I recognized as a right-sider. When something important was going on in Shibuya, first you check the TV shows to get the basics, then the mass market sites to see what the net was saying. Then you would go to Shibuya News for the latest information. This was the way the newspaper club, and myself specifically, would always look for information. The quality of the news wasn't the only reason that Shibuya News was popular. One reason was that K appeared to be a girl. When someone was thought to be a girl in real life, they got a lot more hits than someone who was thought to be a guy. And the other reason was...
耳直しにお送りしたのはファンタズムの在家に契約の地をでした。
This radio broadcast. Whenever there was something big she wanted to report on, she would always do an internet radio broadcast. It offered proof that she was a girl, her voice calm and pleasant to the ear. A lot of people just listened to her broadcasts. The audio from the leaky noise case that I'd played for Kurusu had actually been modified by K to be easier to understand.
普段かけないファンタズムさんの楽曲をかけたのは理由があります。昨日ラブホテルで20代の男性が変死していた事件、ご存知ですよね。ニコニアニュースで相変わらず渡部さんがお元気に喋ってくださってますが。
I chuckled a little. His glory hogging was a running joke among Nikonia News viewers.
一つ、彼は気づいていないことがあります。ファンタズムさんが先ほどの楽曲を発表した6年前、渋谷で何が起こったか皆さんご存知ですよね。そう、渋谷地震です。でもその前に世間を賑わせていたのはニュージェネレーションの狂気と呼ばれた連続猟奇事件でした。
I was startled. That's right. Crap. I'd forgotten after all that had happened at the Love Hotel. No way.
もうお気づきの方もいらっしゃいますね。9月7日のこっちみんな、9月19日のおともれたん、そして昨日、正確に言えばおとといですが、9月29日の変死事件、 6年前の事件と日付が一致しているんです。
In that second, the Twitter stream that was linked to the broadcast lit up. It was overflowing with comments.
次の日付はヴァンパイアと呼ばれた事件が起きた10月10日。愛する渋谷にお住まいの皆さん、くれぐれもお気をつけて。それでは今回はこの辺りで。お付き合いいただきありがとうございます。わずかな時間のお相手は私 K さんでした。時刻は間もなく2015年10月1日0時30分。悔いのない一日が始められることを祈っています。
She signed off in her usual way, and the broadcast ended. She got me. That's right. That hypothesis was why I'd forced my way into the Love Hotel. And something had happened, just like I thought. After 3 such incidents, it was only natural to assume that there might be a connection. The new generation madness. Was it going to happen again? I suddenly felt a pain in my cheek. I reached up and saw that blood was coming out from the side of the bandage. The cut must have opened. As I took care of it, the red blood on my fingers stood out. Without warning, I felt a horrible sense of dread, like I was sinking into quicksand. Usually I love to have a mystery to solve, but now that the case was definitely real, I hesitated. For the rest of that night, I wasn't able to do any more research about the case. Alright, I will be right back. Alright, we are back. So we got a thread on @chan titled "Crime: Third Death in Shibuya Could Mean Serial Killer is on the Loose. New Generation." The 3 suspicious deaths in Shibuya this month line up with the dates of the New Generation madness. A 4th death is predicted to occur on October 10th. New Generation madness. Holy shit. First, seriously? Thread archived. Aw, yeah. Hell yes. It's happening.gif. Somebody call me? K is so smart. Oh man, I'm getting goosebumps. Wow, it was real. How did no one notice? Summary of K's podcast. The dates of the New Generation incident 6 years ago match the 3 deaths so far. If the pattern continues, something will happen on October 10th. So, September 7, 2009, group dive. September 7, 2015, don't look at me. September 19, 2007, that must be a typo. Pregnant man, September 19, 2015, leaky noise. September 29, 2009, crucified. September 29, 2015, love hotel incident. October 10, 2009, vampire-er. October 10th, 2009, question marks. That must be another typo. Festival time. No time to eat. Yeah. Let the carnival of miracles begin. New gen, new gen. If this is true, isn't that scary as shit? I want to know more about the 3rd death. Was it as nasty as leaky noise? Okay, you're so smart. Let's get married. Whose eyes are those eyes? I got so excited listening to Shibuya News. I fapped to her voice 3 times. Could do it twice more. I had the same feeling. I think this means another earthquake's coming. I went to see the ESPer 6 years ago in front of the station. I was in college then. Now I'm unemployed and stay home all day. The fun's about to start again, huh? Shibuya's doomed. I'm K's dad. This means they'll cancel the Restoration Festival. You guys make me sick. People are dead. What the fuck are you so happy about? 10, don't look at me. I call BS. I thought K was smarter than this. I'm disappointed. It's been 6 years and it's time to drag this out again. It's the return of the New Generation madness, and I can't bear it. Got it. October 1st, 2015, Thursday. The same time. Shibuya Police Station.
いい加減答えてくれないかな。名前と住所は？
Okay, this is the girl that was lying on the ground in that room.
学生さん？それとも働いているのかな？
あの柿田っていう男の人と何回もあのホテル行ってるよね。どういう知り合い？付き合ってたの？もし喋るのが嫌ならうなずくとか手を振るとか何でもいいからさ。ね、どうなの
？The officer sank back into her chair in resignation. Shinjo could sympathize.
なるほどな。
He'd just come in to check on her a moment ago. They'd been probably doing this since yesterday. Locked in an interrogation room, cut off from the outside world, and questioned by multiple officers, most people would lose their cool. They'd start to wonder what effects their words were having and focus on every movement of the officer who was taking down notes. It wasn't hot in the room, but they'd sweat. But this girl didn't respond at all. It probably wasn't because she was used to it. If she'd ever been interrogated before, the fingerprints they'd taken would have told them who she was.
新庄さん。やはり連れて行った方が。
To a mental hospital, you mean? It made sense. The natural assumption was that the shock of the incident had incapacitated her. Shinjo nodded as if considering it.
捜索願いは?
This was the second day since the incident. If she lived in a normal family environment, someone should have submitted a missing persons report by now.
洗いました。ですが当たりません。
Shinjo watched the girl as he listened to her talk. But the girl didn't move a muscle.
家庭のことを言外に含ませても動きなしか。
The normal ways weren't going to work then. She'd been sent to the hospital by dawn at this rate.
Ah, ご苦労さん。こっちで留置しておくからもういいよ。
The other officer couldn't hide her happiness as she left the room. Shinjo sat down in the chair she'd been sitting in and took a good look at the girl from the front. She was ignoring him and still looking down at the desk. She didn't even seem to notice or care that the person in front of her had changed. Shinjo remembered his conversation with Momose. After he'd hung up, she'd called back in precisely 3 minutes, just like she'd promised. And then she said, "My kid has a message for you."
ですって。
それだけですか？どういう意味です？
いいからそう聞いてごらんなさい。それで今の新庄ちゃんのような反応をしたり、変わらず黙ったままだったりしたら、残念だけど、非感知しか取る手段はないそうよ。もし別の反応をしたら、もう一度連絡をちょうだい。
message didn't make much sense, but he didn't see any other way.
一つ聞きたいことがあるんだ。
There was no response, of course. He continued, uncertain if she was even hearing him.
君は持っているものに気づかれなかったのか、元から持っていないのか、どっちだ?
Her eyes moved. Instead of looking down at the desk, she was looking at Shinjo. Shinjo was surprised, but did his best to hide it.
どうなんだ?
The girl stared at him as if trying to figure him out. And then, a moment later,
誰なんですか? あなたは.
Her words were quiet but sharp. It was the same tone of voice that Shinjo used when he was interrogating a subject.
ここの刑事だ。君、名前は?
She seemed to be thinking about something as she stared at him. Her mannerisms were just like his own again. It was the same way a detective faced a criminal, trying to gain every scrap of information from what he could see. And then she slowly opened her mouth.
有村ひなえ。碧峰学園の学生です。
I left the motorhome where I lived alone, and only then did I realize that it was evening. The sunlight must have been pouring into my room, but I hadn't noticed. I didn't really remember when I'd gone to sleep or when I'd woken up.
大丈夫だな.
I looked around and made sure that none of the scenery had changed, then walked up the steps in front of me. Miyashita Park was just a few minutes' walk away from Shibuya Station. It was also known as Homeless Park. This was where I lived after I left the dorm. The first floor was a huge parking structure, and the second story had a futsal field and a climbing wall. It had been mostly abandoned during the recovery efforts after the Shibuya earthquake. After the quake, people who'd lost their family, or who never had any family to begin with, gathered here en masse. Mitake Park, which was right next door, was supposed to be the evacuation point for this area, but Miyashita had always been a mecca for the homeless, so everyone gathered here. When people gathered, so did things. Containers filled with food, blankets, and tents. Even the trailer for a motorhome that was left behind when its owner fled Shibuya. Every part of the park was overhauled to create a place for people to live. The parking lot, the futsal field, the climbing wall, etc. The next thing anyone knew, there was a society there that was big enough that the government couldn't force them out. Then some group of idiots came out to try and turn the place into temporary housing. That was shot down in less than a month. As a result, even though you could find beautifully rebuilt skyscrapers just a street away, Miyashita Park became one of Japan's biggest slums.
これいいですか?
I spoke to the man who sold newspapers, magazines, and everything else as I picked up a newspaper with today's date, October the 1st, on it.
お、タク、珍しいな新聞なんて。いいぞ、持ってけ。
いいんですか?
どうせ余るしな。それにほれ。
He showed me the snacks and alcohol at his feet. He must have sold a lot today. There were a lot of people in the park who had enough money that they could have stayed in a capsule hotel if they wanted to.
ああ、してんならできれば別のとこにな。ゴミにうるさくなってるからよ。
I thanked him and went to leave.
おいタク、電気代か。
はい。そうですけど。
ならついでに俺の分も頼む。南のまっちゃんからだっつって渡してくれ。
He handed me a 1,000 yen bill. I nodded, took it, and headed deeper into the park with my paper. Oh, so his name was Maddie? Miyashita Park was divided into north and south halves by a road. If he said he was from the south, that must mean there was a Maddie on the north side who I hadn't met yet. The administrative office on the south side. Just like the name implied, it was where all the administration was done for Miyashita Park. It kept things peaceful between the government and the park occupants, resolved disputes between the homeless, and maintained all the facilities at the park. I knew the woman there by her face, but not her name. I gave her the electric bill, which was due on the 1st of the month, along with Maddie's part. Life in the park might seem carefree and lawless from the outside, but it was actually much stricter than you'd find in some families.
はいよ、確かに。はみ出たり、勝手に住み着こうとしているやつは?
Everyone who lived on the outer rim of the park, including me since I lived on the far south, had been asked by the management to keep an eye out for that.
大丈夫だと思います。
When I'd looked earlier, I hadn't seen anything change around my place.
最近物騒だからね。気をつけなよ。見慣れない奴がいたらすぐに言いな。
え？
知ってんだろ？ラブホテルの事件とか。
はい、わかりました。
I was startled, but quickly nodded. I suddenly felt like they were criticizing me for hiding something. The corridor that connected the north and south ends of the park. This place, looking down on Meiji Street, was the one part that hadn't really changed since before the earthquake. There were cracks here and there, but the government had forbidden people to put things here because it would ruin the view and might not be safe. I leaned up against the rail and spread open the newspaper with the setting sun shining down on me. There was a column on the front page about the Love Hotel incident, but no new information. There was nothing in the article about the girl who was found at the scene, or how this could be related to what happened 6 years ago. Had they not figured that out yet? Or maybe they had, and they just weren't announcing it? If it had something to do with the incidents 6 years ago, then so did Don't Look at Me and Leaky Noise. Did that mean they weren't suicides? If the killer had driven them to suicide, then it was probably the same person behind 3 incidents. But was he working alone or part of a group? Or maybe people who were related somehow to the incidents 6 years ago were killing themselves one after another? Maybe I should look at what the 3 cases had in common again. Damn it. What the hell? My hand went up to the new bandage on my cheek. I rubbed it several times to make sure that it was still there. I took out my smartphone. The data I'd recorded at the scene had been deleted by the police. I probably should have just counted myself lucky they didn't take the phone itself. I'd lost my biggest clue to the case. Maybe this was just out of my league. Maybe it was stupid to get involved. And then I got a call on my phone. I checked the name and hit the answer button.
はい。もしもし。
お主か。もう来ておるぞ。いつもの席じゃ。
What?
どうも。
As always, the waitress's appearance and manners were a mystery to me. I bowed to her and went to my seat. Serika was there already, reading a manga. She was fiddling with her Garo Froggy cell phone strap without realizing it, as usual. It really was a strange habit, and a nuisance to the people around her. Cafe LAX, the preferred hangout of the newspaper club, was just a 10-minute walk from Shibuya Station. The owner was a manga fan and the walls were lined with the stuff. There was free Wi-Fi, the prices were good, and if it wasn't crowded, you could sit there for hours as long as you bought a single drink. The most important part was that since it was in a hard-to-find spot, barely anybody from Hekiho knew about it. So I didn't have to worry about running into anyone I knew. As usual, there was barely anyone there. Just a single couple that appeared to be in college. Okay, I will be right back. Okay. I am going to go ahead and call it a night here. So, go ahead and save it. Yeah. Okay. Alright, well, I will be, I should be back again tomorrow night. And we'll just do some more Cyberpunk and some more Chaos Child. So, thanks for watching and have a good night.